and welcome to an Organized Chaos podcast. My name is Bobby Quarters. Chaos is here with me.
Hey.
Hey! So, we're here to talk about some movies, music, whatever else crosses our mind. But here is also the home of the most unbiased, genuine thoughts. We're not going to do anything just to say it, just to make money off of it, because we don't make a lot of money off this. In fact, we don't make anything. We just give our opinions. And our opinions are free and unsolicited, but they're not hateful ones. That is the important thing.
Yes.
But also, while you're here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that is Bobby Quarters, the podcast channel, Organized Chaos Podcast, and Chaos's channel while you're at it. So thank you for watching, and do enjoy.
I promise you I'll fix it.
We'll fix it. Together.
Let's see who's behind the mask.
Cheers to your perfect family.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. Elam's leaving me, distract me.
Oh,
Hey, Bobby.
hello.
Mm.
Hey, how are we?
Yes. Bill O'Reilly could not take the dishwasher scene, and I kind of get it. That was kind of like, oh God, ow. That was kind of like,
Fuck Bill.
yeah. There's that aspect too. Yes. But yeah, Bill O'Reilly and the fact that he's a terrible human being aside, we got a couple things to talk about. We got Avatar: Aang, The Last Airbender, the new sequel movie that I think everybody's been wanting this type of story for a while. So we'll go over our thoughts on it, and then we also got Spider-Man 2, and we got Evil Dead 2.
No, it's not Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, not Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead Rise 2? No, Evil Dead Burn.
Burn. Yes.
No, we're talking about an Evil Dead movie and a Sam Raimi movie this stream, and they are not the same movie.
But Sam is came back as executive producer on this.
Was he executive? I thought
Yes,
he was just a producer.
Yeah, well, he was. I think him and Bruce were both. I think him and Bruce and Rob Tappert were all executive producers on this.
I think Bruce was just an executive producer, but I think Rob and Sam were a bit more involved. I think they were more just regular producers. At least I think they were. Because I even noticed during the credits of that one that said, assistant for Mr. Raimi. So it's like, oh, so he was on set significant amount that as assistant even gets a credit. But we will get into that. And then we'll for our pop culture topic, we'll be talking about what was it, celebrities that we cannot stand. Is that what it was? Okay. Yes, that should be fun because there's a few.
There's also
I'll say there's not a ton for me, but there are definitely ones where it's like
there is a hidden Bruce Campbell cameo in Evil Dead Burn 2.
Yes, there is.
You caught it as well.
Yes, I did. Yes,
I caught it immediately.
I'm just like, hey.
Me more was like, I fucking know that chin anywhere.
Yes. It was very much in the same style as the Send Help cameo, but yeah,
it's a blink and you miss it, but once you see it, it's like,
dude, I knew there was a focus on that scene, but once I saw it, I was like, I'm looking at Bruce.
Yeah, there was a reason that they did 2 still shots on that desk with all that stuff on there.
Yeah, but before we get into that, are ready to just dive right into Avatar Aang?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so Avatar Aang.
Chris, why would you bring that up, and why?
He's sucks.
He is just awful.
The worst.
I guess if you want to see a great example of a comedy bombing, you should watch him give his speech at the press conference dinner, because I guess he tried to tell some jokes and bombed.
Oh God!
Bombed, and then had to sit there while Wolf Blitzer talked about journalist who uncovered Epstein evidence.
So real quick, Chris decided to drop the name Donald Trump, so that's what's inspiring this. If you're listening to this, so Donald Trump, I think, is capable of doing great comedy on his speeches, but it's typically when he's not intending.
That's his pop culture topic. Well, yeah.
Oh, I got.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. I wasn't thinking of people like Donald Trump, but
no, I wasn't either.
Yeah, I would say he qualifies for sure.
He absolutely is a candidate, but yeah.
I was thinking more just actual celebrities. Well, I guess he is a celebrity. He's the first.
He is. Yes, Batman
I think
fan.
More politicians anymore.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. Mel Gibson was a contender for mine. I don't know.
And we're gonna put a pin in that and circle right back to that.
Yes.
Or at least I will.
Yes, I think that will be a good thing to bring up because yes. But let's talk about Avatar Aang. We got movies to talk about before we get to the pop culture topic. Although I think we definitely have a full pop culture topic if the chat's any indication. So Avatar Aang tells the story of the last Airbender and his friends.
So
I'm not quickly, sure how many years it's supposed to be.
But before we get into it, I got something to ask you about.
Oh yes.
Were you thrown off at all by the new cast, and did you think that they did a very good job or a terrible job in each's respective roles?
I thought they did excellent. I was really impressed with them. I felt like they kind of vibe with the roles kind of nicely. It might help that it's been a few years since I watched the series, but I thought they worked. What do you think?
I didn't notice any real difference. It definitely felt like all of the characters had aged and changed and grown a little.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't bother me at all. And I seem to remember hearing something about how there was a small group of fans who were pissed that they didn't get the original voice cast or something altogether for it.
Well, I get casting people who are a bit older because, like, here's the deal:
because the characters are older in this story.
the people who did the younger voices were older. They were just older people doing younger voices. So if you get them back, you're probably just gonna get the younger voices again. You need a bit different of a voice.
Yeah.
Now they did bring back some voices for sure, not a lot, but like they did bring back some voices. So
I think everyone was recast.
actually, let me double check. But I will say,
I will say this though, really quickly. The new character in the film, I totally, it was driving me crazy because I could not place where I knew his voice from. I know this voice. I know this voice. I know this voice.
I know who it was instantly. I knew
it, and I had to look it up while I was watching it, and then I felt like I felt foolish.
Okay, yes. So the returning voice, the only actor I can confirm is the returning voice. It's the actor who played Appa and Momo.
Okay, well that doesn't count. Not that Appa and Momo don't
completely
count.
Technically counts. Completely.
I'm going to circle back to Appa though, but there is what I love is in this scene how like actually that last thing that Sokka told those kids was a true fact. He did in fact take down some airships.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did in fact take them down.
Listen, Sokka's kind of a braggart, but like he has his fucking moments, and
that was one like where there's like you're such a liar, and you go, actually, guys, that one is true.
Yeah,
like, no, it wasn't intentional, but he did in fact take one down.
He fucking has his moments. I'm just saying. Yeah. But yeah, so it tells us like I don't know if this is supposed to be like 10 or 20 years after this series, but like they're all adults at this point. Aang is, has kind of reunited the three kingdoms, and everybody's living together in peace. It's a new time of peace and prosperity for the realm, and everything's happy. And Aang is just like, everybody's brought together except the one a tribe I'm from, the Air tribe. We were wiped out. I met. So he goes on this mission to try to find the Air tribe, and he is looking for Avatar Sonam, and he stumbles across. Oh, I'm brain farting on the guy. I just want to say he stumbles across Dave Bautista, but
yeah, he stumbles across Dave Bautista.
Taka.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Drax.
Like, oh shit, it's Dave Bautista. What's up?
Oh, Drax the Destroyers.
Dude, if I stumbled across Dave Bautista, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Come on.
What's up, Dave Bautista?
You are fucking awesome. But yeah, by the way, Dave Bautista, side note, God, he's really evolved. Like, I remember like forever ago seeing him in some like, I want to say like, I don't remember what it was, but it was some movie before even Guardians, and thinking, God, he's not a very good actor. And he has just evolved so much since then. He is so good now.
What I think is funny about that, and wrestlers, like a lot of the time when pro wrestlers will go and take their turn at acting, either they fucking kill it, or like they're really good at it, or they need some work, and throughout time they improve and get really good. Or they are just awful right out of the gate, and they just keep trying.
So if you're looking for an example of awful right out of the gate, and they just keep on trying, Hulk Hogan sucked throughout his career.
I was going to say somebody who just knocked it out of the park right away, Rowdy Piper.
Dude, I think it's terrible. Rowdy Piper doesn't have more like famous films behind his belt. He was so good in They Live. It's like, Jesus Christ, what the hell?
He was great in that. And what's funny is like he's just playing Hot Rod in that.
Yeah.
He's just playing his wrestling character.
But like Dave Bautista, like there's been an evolution. I think he's found that he likes acting, because he's definitely gotten better over time. He's become one of those guys where like just him being
Triple H
scene makes it better.
Triple H is another one. He is bad.
Yeah. Well, Blade Trinity was bad too.
Yeah, Blade Trinity was pretty bad, but there's still only one Blade.
True.
We could talk about some stuff from the news from MarvelCon.
Yeah,
Not MarvelCon, but Comic-Con.
Yeah, no, it does feel like they've officially given up on Mahershala Ali's Blade, which is disappointing. But
I read Feige say about
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
he feels like that he dropped the ball on that one. Me, duh.
Well, I mean, you know what? When you run a big studio like that, not every project will get through. It's the nature of the beast.
No,
I know
it is,
lots of people
but-
like to make a big deal out of it, but the fact that Marvel has actually made as many projects as they have is kind of impressive. Most studios don't have a track record that ridiculously consistent. But yes, there will be projects that fall through. But yeah, Dave Bautista just fucking, he's getting better and fucking better.
Yeah, I think he might have been taking acting lessons. I think I remember around the third Guardians film, he talked about, he wanted to take some and like get actually better. And he had asked some of his co-stars, like, like what's some good stuff that you would recommend?
Yeah.
I think it was like, I saw some interview with Bradley Cooper where it was at one of the premieres. I think it was at the premiere of the second one. Or it was the first one where he met Dave Bautista and Vin Diesel for the first time at the premiere.
Nice.
And it's like, really? That's the first time you met them?
A couple other people being brought up. John Cena. John Cena, I think, is pretty decent.
He's decent.
Yeah.
He's naturally funny too.
Yes.
And The Rock is just awful.
The Rock is a mix, like The Rock is a mixed bag in my opinion. He has that one character he plays, and that's fucking it.
Yeah,
he just does The Rock, and it's like,
and
I
couldn't stand it when he was wrestling doing that. So,
well, I think to a degree he sells it better when he's wrestling when he's playing the heel, because I actually kind of like him as the heel a bit more.
I agree. I agree. He is insufferable as a heel, which is the
point.
job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's exactly the point, and they're very good at it. There's one guy who is, oh my god, great at a heel, but I've seen in interviews and stuff, and he seems like one of the nicest human beings on the planet. His name is Jeff Jarrett. He is so good at playing such a fucking asshole. Like, such an asshole. There was even one point when he went on the shtick saying, "I am the chosen one." Open up every speech like that. Like, already, like, God, you are. I want to watch somebody hurt you.
And in my opinion, if we're comparing Dave Bautista and John Cena to The Rock, there's no comparison. They are both far better than The Rock as far as just acting skill. No competition. No.
That's also why they're making the Moana movie right now too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're spitting it out quickly.
Well, they're spitting it out so quickly just because mostly just because they want to film it so The Rock is still younger or old enough or young enough to film and be
do the live action version. And I don't know if I'll ever watch that movie because I don't care. Like I've seen the animated Moana. I'm good. Like, it's good. I will say I think Alan Tudyk stole a lot of the scenes as the goddamn chicken.
It's Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
Because okay, let's get into So overall, I enjoyed this. I felt it was a nice closing segment of it. Even though for a series that I kind of felt wrapped up perfectly as is.
Well, I mean, this is what a lot of fans have asked for, and I think they largely deliver. I will say I think this is fairly predictable, the overall story. Like, when they come across Taga, I'm like, oh, I know where this story's going.
Yeah, he's going to be a bad guy.
Oh, absolutely. Obvious. And there's all the whole story about like Aang and Taga becoming friends. Like, oh yeah, they're this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, I think it plays out extremely well, and it's a big character moment for Aang, having to kind of put the Airbenders behind him for a time. Just kind of move on past that, because I think that's an interesting story for him to explore. Like, him wanting to bring the Airbenders back, which makes absolute sense. And I'm actually not even sure how Korra addressed that, because I believe there are Airbenders in Korra, or maybe I just don't know, because I haven't seen Korra yet, but I thought there were. I've seen like moments. But yeah, no, overall, I think I liked it. I liked this quite a bit. I thought it resolved nicely. I thought, despite it being fairly predictable, I enjoyed it. you know, that we get to explore a bit more of the world. Like there's this group called the Denied. They're out there, and they're group of essentially want to be benders with a huge chip on their shoulder, and I thought that was an interesting element to explore. I love the guest stars here. We already brought Dave Bautista as the main baddie Taga, but we got Ki Hugh Kwan as Avatar.
Oh, I was so bummed that he wasn't in the entire movie.
I was.
Yeah.
I know when he
Instantly,
popped up, I was like,
yeah.
"Oh yes!" Yeah.
The second I heard that voice, I was like, "No fucking way!" All right.
Yeah. And you also get Taika Waititi as a fun little cameo in there as well. Yeah, no, they were both fun. They don't have much time. They're pretty much just cameos, but God, they were so much fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I thought this was quite good. This is, I was watching this and I was like, man, this is the Avatar I want. I'm kind of sick of the live action one, and this feels refreshing, you know?
Yeah.
The live action one just doesn't. It just feels like we're just retreading shit, and it's like, can we be a little bit more creative with how we tell the story, guys? Please.
I loved the scene at the end with all the sky bison.
Yeah, that where they find the sky bison.
so
Oh my
cool.
God, that was so nice. Yeah, I really like that quite a bit. Oh, okay. So Korra. So bring the Airbenders back as part of Korra. Okay.
Okay. I was watching it going, they move in herds. They do move in herds.
So Paul's saying, I enjoyed this, but it's very much a victim of the prequel problem.
Yeah.
That you know what's going to happen because of Korra. You see, I haven't seen Korra, so I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't sure. Which live action? Okay, so this is significantly better than both live action versions of Last Airbender. I'll just clarify
which one. You know damn well which one we don't talk about.
Yeah, now there's one I was referencing, and then there's the one that shall not be fucking named. But yeah, no, I thought this was excellent. I highly recommend checking it out. In fact, I was kind of disappointed this wasn't a theatrical release. I thought the animation on it was quite nice. I like this looks like 2D animation, even if it's computer assisted, and I appreciate that. I wish more stuff was 2D animated, because I'm missing 2D animation anymore. Anytime it pops up anymore, it's like, oh, that's refreshing. Thank you. But yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
No. I liked this. It was good. It's still better than M. Night Shyamalan's.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, pretty much from what I've seen, I haven't seen Korra, so keep that in mind. So what I've seen, it's obviously the original animated series, and then this, and then Netflix live action, and then that which shall not be named. Okay.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, pretty much after this, there's a huge chasm in quality jump to the live action ones, where I kind of wish they'd just stop doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. They probably just thought, like, hey, it works so well with both the seasons of One Piece, you know, and we got 2 seasons of One Piece before we got anything of Avatar. But hey, whatever.
Oh no, no, we only got 1 season of One Piece before the first season of Avatar.
Okay, for some reason I thought that came out in between.
No. But I think it was at One Piece season 1, and then Avatar season 1, then One Piece season. Although One Piece season 1 is still way better than the Avatar live action seasons.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the One Piece live action is a good example of how you do a live action interpretation. You do it a bit differently. You know, you can still have a lot of the same plot points, but you do it a bit differently, mix things up a bit. But, you know, carry on the spirit of the characters. It's how you do it. You don't just rehash the same story exactly as is. Which is, I know Avatar's not exactly as is, but like it's as it was before or worse, which is frustrating. And then, but yeah, no, Avatar Aang is much better. I would much rather have more stories set like this with the animated style than live action interpretations. No question.
Yeah.
But are we ready for Spider-Man 2?
Yeah. Spooderman 2.
Spooderman 2. Spider-Man 2 tells the story of Peter Parker. He has trouble juggling the life of being Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and he finds his powers are failing, so he decides to give up being Spider-Man. And Dr. Octopus gets all experimental and gets arms fused to his back and becomes a supervillain. And chaos ensues. Everybody's seen this movie. I don't think it's any secret that I absolutely fucking love this movie.
Yeah, willing to argue that this is probably one of the best superhero movies that has ever been made.
I will actually give you a slight disagreement. I would argue this is the best superhero movie ever made. Nothing above this. I love this every time I watch this. It is so fucking good. I just love listen, I know lots of people, like, if they want to make fun of the Sam Raimi trilogy, it's like all the goofiness. I think the goofiness gives us these movies their charm. But there's also such a human quality to a lot of the characters here. Like pretty much minor characters here, like Robbie Robertson and Betty Brant, have these great little human moments in their few scenes together, in their few scenes where it's like, oh my God, this feels like an actual character. I actually like this character. Yeah, there's so many little just character moments for like everybody,
Radio Raheem.
Yeah.
Sorry. Robbie Robertson, Radio Raheem.
Yeah.
I just literally made that connection. Sorry. Yeah, but Ted Raimi is also in it. And
Hoffman's fun too.
How about Dr. Octopus? Hate it. Ooh, how about Dr. Octopus? I love it. Of course you do.
Yeah. Yeah. How about Doctor Strange? Taken. Oh, I know Dr. Octopus. Great. Right. But yeah.
I also like seeing the Delta. That's always the nice cameo.
Oh, yeah, no, always a nice cameo. And always nice seeing Bruce in actual cameo instead of the stuff we have now, which I get because he has health issues and I wish him the best.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I like James Franco's a little he does a good job in these movies, but yeah, it does suck that he's
Batman fan. That's subjective.
Listen, you are welcome to have that take. I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
I know lots of my friends were even talking about how Dark Knight was the new greatest superhero movie ever made. And even back then, at the height of me really loving the Christopher Nolan movies, and my opinion of them has quieted down quite a bit since then. Even at the height of that, I wasn't quite sure I was ready to put it above Spider-Man 2. And since then, yeah, I definitely put Spider-Man 2 above that one.
And I also feel like that movie's great. It's good.
Oh yeah, dude,
it's really,
Heath Ledger
really
kills it.
Good. Yeah, but I feel that because of his death, it has more hype around it because of that. Like how this is going to sound really horrible, and I don't actually believe this, but like it did happen, so it's not that I don't believe it, but it's kind of like how Nirvana, for example, has a lot of diehard fans who aren't even old enough to know of them. But why is that? It's because Kurt killed himself.
I think there's validity in that argument.
Yeah,
I would also argue Nirvana's got some great tunes. Got some absolute fucking bangers.
They absolutely have some great tunes, but
yeah,
it's an example. You could use that with The Doors, Sublime, any one of those acts like that.
I would agree, Batman fan on that one, but yes.
Yeah.
But that's
100% on that.
Yeah, I know. Dark Knight Rises has its issues, but not as noteworthy as Spider-Man 3.
Not as much as Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 is just. We'll get to that when we get to it, because there are strengths in Spider-Man 3 too. But you know what? This movie doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses. I would say rewatching it, the thing that bugs me the most, and it's the thing that everybody complains about,
James Franco.
Fuck it. Well, no, he's fine in this movie. He's just a creep in real life. But
Yeah, he is
Mary,
just a creep in real life.
yeah, Mary Jane Watson's thing where she's in love with Peter, and then she's like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend, and we're getting married," and then it's like, you know what, Mary Jane, it's fine if you have a boyfriend to move on from Peter, but if you're gonna have a boyfriend to move on from Peter, fucking move on from Peter and leave him alone.
Yeah.
Don't do this thing where it's like, I'm getting married, I have a boyfriend, don't you want to hook up with me now? No, Mary Jane, no, stop that shit. Move on or don't, but stop it. That'd be the thing that I think hurts this movie the most, especially her walking out on the wedding. It's like, God, don't walk out on the wedding, that's terrible.
You know
Fuck.
what? I kind of appreciated that scene visually.
Yes,
because I think it's something, and I noticed it with this. Now, it's something that I've always noticed with Sam Raimi, how, like, he can't help but fit his horror influence in everything.
Oh, God.
So
I love it.
When they're operating on Doc Ock,
oh, God, yeah.
that whole thing is shot and filmed and looks like a horror sequence.
Dude, that looks
The
almost
nurse-
just taken from a fucking Evil Dead movie.
The nurse being pulled back and her nails like leaving like
Yes.
claw marks into the floor. Like it's all over the top and hilarious, but it's just
It's been forever, but I remember watching like one of the DVD special features. Remember DVD special features with behind the scenes stuff? That was
Yeah.
great. I miss those. But anyways, I remember him talking about that scene and how he treated that scene like he was like, okay, this is gonna be me going all horror out in this movie. Like I don't get to do horror in the Spider-Man movies all that much. I'm gonna go do horror in this one scene. And
and he got to do some,
does.
he got to do some
Yeah.
horror in one.
Yeah. I'm brain farting, but yeah, no, I'm sure he did because he usually
And-
sneaks elements of it in everything. Yeah.
And I caught this one, and it's something that like when it showed like when we hear Doc Ock walking up when Peter and Mary Jane are at the coffee house, and those quick little zoom shots of the streets with every footstep, and then on them, and then the streets, and then back on them, and I go like that could have been in any Evil Dead movie, like right there.
And I think one argument that I would make over Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, is that Dark Knight, very cool movie. It is very much kind of a Joker really kind of steals that movie. And while Alfred Molina's amazing Dr. Octopus, there's a reason why they brought him back for No Way Home, because he's just he killed it. This movie is very much about Peter, which you don't get that much in superhero movies. Like this is his story. This is him kind of like the first movie was him getting the powers and becoming Spider-Man. This is him actually choosing to be Spider-Man. This is him having the option to duck out and be like, okay, I'll duck out. And then realizing he can't live with himself if he has these powers and doesn't help people. If he doesn't use these powers to help people, he cannot live with himself. And I love that. And it makes the character much more powerful, in my opinion. The train scene is, of course, fucking amazing. Yeah. Holy shit. Not enough to be said. Out of curiosity, because I have both versions. Which version of this do you prefer? I believe it's like the theatrical version, and then there's version 2.1, I want to say.
Oh, I watched whatever was available on Disney Plus.
Oh, I do not know what that version that is.
I'm gonna check right now.
Does it have a scene where J. Jonah Jameson is in the Spider-Man suit?
No.
Okay, so that's the theatrical cut. The version 2.1 has lots of little fun changes. It's worth watching, especially if you like this movie.
Yeah.
But I actually prefer theatrical cut. Like in the elevator, the jokes are a little bit different. In the elevator scene, like in the theatrical cut, like Peter kind of embarrasses himself to the guy, and the guy's like, "Let's get out of here." I feel like that's much more in tone with the movie. In the theatrical cut, yet it's different jokes, and the guy kind of embarrasses himself to Peter. And it's funny, but it's like it doesn't quite flow with the tone of the movie. So I get why they switched it for theatrical. I will say one thing about 2.1 as well is that the train scene is longer, and that is pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I do prefer theatrical cut to the extended cut, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is just a fantastic movie. I love how it explores Peter. I think Dr. Octopus is a fantastic goddamn villain. The cast here is great. I love the world that Sam Raimi created for Spider-Man. I think that's kind of what helps these movies age, because like it doesn't really feel so much as a product of their time as much as they probably should, because like Sam Raimi infused so much of his own vibe and feel into these movies. Outside the really the first one suffers most from the American flag stuff, and that's just because of the 9/11 stuff so soon afterwards.
And so much of it having to be edited down.
The CGI in this isn't quite as distracting as the first one, although there's still some dated CGI. But I do want to shout out the fact they do have practical Dr. Octopus arms in this.
Yeah.
You can clear it. You can see in a lot of scenes they are absolutely there, which I actually love, and they're puppeteering them for a lot of them. There's plenty of shots where they're CGI, but there's plenty of shots where they're actually there, and I love that. But yeah, I don't know if I can praise this movie enough. I love this fucking movie. In fact, even watch this, I'm like, God, is Sam Raimi my favorite filmmaker? He might be. I'm not saying I love every single one of his movies, but man, when he does a banger, holy fucking shit, man. Yeah, I love this movie. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
I'm excited for us to continue with this and see the obviously next week's new Spider-Man. But this was great. I still enjoy this movie even after all these years.
Yeah. I'm trying to read this. Are you saying Spider-Man 3 is great? Is that, or Spider-Man 2 is great. Spider-Verse is better. I love the Spider-Verse movies, but I would still put them below this. That being said, I would argue Into the Spider-Verse and Across Spider-Verse are probably my second and third favorite Spider-Man movies, because those are great as well. Yeah, I know. I will say Raimi is the GOAT, but I don't know if I'd say Nolan's a hack. There are definitely more hacky filmmakers out there. But yeah, I love this. Are we ready for Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think do you want to take the lead on this one, Bobby?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So Evil Dead Burn is the latest installment in the Evil Dead series. I think that this one kind of played a little with Thor. Well, not really,
absolutely.
but,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it also had like the past two installments that aren't what we all know as Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely had its own themes to it as well.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually we'll get into it, but yeah,
we follow
this
follows like a main character, Alice, whose husband Will died in a pretty horrific car crash.
There she is.
Yeah. And the family has the service for him, and he's cremated, and at some point the father gets possessed there, but Will's still possessed. Because how all of this happened, you may ask. Well, because his car crash happened because a Deadite, the one that we saw at the end of Evil Dead Rise at the cabin, killed some people fishing and then found its way to the road, and Will hit it and killed it, and somehow that possessed it caused him to burn, but he's possessed. We don't see that, but somehow that caused the possession.
I will say I found the beginning of this kind of jarring, and I felt like it was jumping from point to point, and I was like, okay, I was just trying to keep track of what's going on.
Yeah.
I will say when the movie settles, I do enjoy it quite a bit more, but like the beginning I was not a huge fan of. It was kind of all over the place in my opinion.
Yeah. Dad ends up freaking out,
Mm-hmm.
killing the family dog.
That was upsetting.
Yeah, and that's when the movie starts going off the rails. Not in the bad way, but just
No,
that's when
no,
it
I'd say
fully
in a good
becomes
way,
an
yeah.
evil in an evil. That's
Yeah.
when it becomes an Evil Dead movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But it's mostly about a family, and the characters are like all the family of the husband.
Yeah.
So it's like his little brother and his girlfriend,
Mhm.
the parents, the widow, and there's obviously a lot of tension in there
Mhm.
within the family.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this movie really focuses on toxic relationships quite a bit. And
Yeah.
at first, I was like watching this, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate all these people. I find them all fucking insufferable. And as it goes on, I find myself sympathizing a bit more with the wife, the widow, and the little brother and his girlfriend more as the movie goes on. And then when the dad attacks the girlfriend, then the little brother pisses me off quite a bit when he just kind of runs away.
Yeah.
That being said, the girlfriend, a spoiler, the girlfriend does make quite the scene stealing Deadite. Holy shit.
Yeah.
When she walks in, it's like, holy fuck.
Which is the scene that we got in the trailers for.
Yeah,
it, but
and
yeah.
I also want to add, I didn't even watch any trailers for this until I was putting this show together. So I went into this fairly cold without knowing anything about this movie except that it existed. And that means that scene was unspoiled for me. I got to just walk in and watch it. I was like, holy crap, that's kind of a wild scene. But yeah, the girlfriend's a great scene stealing Deadite. The brother's fine, but like, yeah, he's kind of a little.
The mom is
it
just
gets better.
Terrible person.
The mom is terrible. The dad is probably the worst, but yeah.
Did you stay for the end credit scenes?
Yes, I did.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, we got Evil Dead Rise cameo in there.
Yeah, the first one was great because Grandma's there too, and Grandma mostly seems like she's out of it.
Mhm.
But I think she is. But when she becomes a Deadite, that is just deliciously evil.
Yeah.
She makes a cameo at the end, so that means that Deadite is out still. And he said we got a cameo from the mom from Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah. Who
that scene, spoiler for this, like she straight up kills a kid, like little kid, and they show it. And you gotta kind of respect a movie for having the balls to do that. Like,
yeah, even if it's a post credit scene, it's like, holy shit.
Still, most of the time they don't even show it in that. And I'm not saying like I need to see that in a horror or anything like that, but just damn, they did that.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
like respect.
And also the mom in Evil Dead Rise, she was nurse scene stealing Deadite from that movie, so it was kind of fun to see her back again. I do feel like the Deadites are kind of becoming the new stars of Evil Dead, which I guess makes sense since you don't have Bruce Campbell anymore.
Yeah.
Although we do get, as mentioned, we get a very Bruce Campbell.
He is in this story. The family had a grandfather who became super obsessed with finding this book and finding this dagger and ridding the world of this evil. And we see an old crumbly photo of it, and it's Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
Like they showed it quickly and then showed it again, and then the character crumbled it up. But it was just more of like, I know that fucking chin. I know that fucking chin anywhere.
No, it was fun, yeah. But yeah.
I did like the end, how we were almost teasing a chainsaw.
Dude, I thought we were going to do a chainsaw, but I guess Alice was her name, right? She chose her own weapon, and it's pretty savage as well.
It was,
but yeah,
that was nice.
So big spoilers in the movie here, but I kind of want to discuss it because I want to discuss the themes of this, because I feel like there's a scene specifically that really brings the themes of this together, and that's right at the end. So there is a dagger that if you stab a Deadite with them, it will kill the Deadite. Now, a side effect of this dagger is that the original person will return for a short time, essentially, before they die as well. And we see this with the little brother briefly at the end, but the very ending, it's her dead husband going after her, and she stabs him with the dagger, and we see him return, and he just looks so fucking upset, and he's like, "I love you," and he actually delivers the line quite well, and it's like, oh, but we know throughout that, like, the marriage was miserable. He was always giving her shit
He
about
was
all the times she was doing.
abusive.
He was a terrible husband to her.
He was
And
abusive. Yeah.
her response once he's restored and says I love her, is she reaches over and just starts tearing into him. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what this movie's been about. This is why these people are so awful, because it's about these toxic fucking relationships. These Deadites are just, they're
And they
representing
feed
just
off
how
that.
toxic it is. And it's like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I like this idea that they're exploring here.
Yeah.
For me, that like, I was enjoying the movie up to that point, but yeah, that really brought it together. I would say my big critiques of this movie, I think the beginning is very just all over the place, and it's like, okay, what the fuck are we doing with all this crap? And then the other critique is kind of mild, but you brought up how the dad kills the dog, and then later we get a deadite dog, and they don't do anything with it. And I'm like, wait, why have a deadite dog if we're not going to do anything with it, guys? Come on.
Yeah, I did notice that, but there's so much they could have done.
Mild critique, but like, come on. We have a deadite dog. Do something with it. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this quite a bit. Honestly, I feel like Evil Dead is probably the horror franchise with the best track record at this point. Because honestly, I enjoy them all to some degree. Probably the reboot's my least favorite, but like, I don't think it's terrible by any means.
No.
There's elements I enjoy. But yeah, this worked to me. I don't, as I recall, it's been a while since I've seen Evil Dead Rise. As I recall, I don't think I like this quite as much as Evil Dead Rise, although I like the themes in this more than Evil Dead Rise really went for. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Bobby, what do you think?
I enjoyed this. I thoroughly enjoyed everything about this. Yeah, I have really no notes.
Yeah, no, the Evil Dead franchise is, you know, I wondered how it would do without Bruce Campbell, and the answer is it's doing pretty well. You know, you get some Deadites really stealing the scenes.
Like this was the one in the beginning,
yeah, the one in the beginning,
which is the girl who got possessed,
trip,
who got possessed at the cabin out there, which is probably a cabin that's across the lake from these people.
Yeah. No, it's all got to be taking place nearby, because like this family, they have the grandfather with all the stuff, and the little brother couldn't bear to get rid of it.
I will admit the scene with, like you said, with the Kundarian dagger.
Yeah,
the first one I saw, like, oh yeah, that's got to be it. And like it's like Ron one. I was like, oh no fucking way. Okay, I was bought for that one because it had a skull on it. I was like, that looks like the Kundarian.
That looked like what you'd expect, but I kind of like what they actually went with.
That it was just
very
like
simple.
That was just like, it looked like some old bone.
Yes, it looked like just like a sharpened rock on a little itty bitty stick. That's all it looked like. It's like, I kind of dig how simple it was.
I really dug that.
Yeah, but you are right. When there was the first one, it's like, oh, I could see.
Yeah, that has to be it. That has to be it.
That makes sense. Yeah, of course it'd be something wonky looking. Of course, it's Evil Dead, but nope, it is a very simple thing, and what they actually went with, I like a lot better than that. So, this was solid. This is, I feel like, kind of flew under the radar. You know, even somebody who likes Evil Dead movies, I feel like this one really flew under the radar with them kicking up their release date a couple weeks to, I guess, avoid Odyssey, and then just almost releasing it with almost, I feel like, very little promotion. I thought this was good. I think it's worth checking out, guys.
Check it out.
Like I said, I think the beginning's a little rough, but once this starts rolling, it gets pretty good. Prepare to hate a lot of the characters in this quite a bit.
Especially the mom. She is such a cunt.
I mean, honestly, both the parents I thought were very insufferable.
See, we really didn't get much of Dad as Dad.
That's true, but the little bit we got with him as Dad, he was fucking awful.
Cold as fuck.
Yeah. Terrible. Probably of the elder members of the family, probably the grandma was the preferable one, and that's just because she's not all fucking there.
And she was like, she wasn't all there, so she was at least, funny in that sense, which is not really funny, but
but yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this. But yes, anything you want to add, or are we talking about celebrities we dislike now?
Let's go into that.
Ooh, celebrities we dislike. So this was your idea, Bobby, and I'm all for it. But I assume you have some people you want to throw out there.
yes I do. As a matter of fact, should I start with least liked or most disliked? I'm gonna start with least. James Cameron, Christopher Nolan. Just as I've stated several times on this show, I kind of feel that they're just pretentious and insufferable in that manner, and that's really all. I have nothing critical to say about them personally or their work. It's just more whenever they get to talking about it, and Cameron especially of this.
I was about ready to say Nolan. Like when I hear Nolan in interviews, he doesn't seem all that pretentious to me, and he could be. But yeah, Cameron can get this way quite a bit. But yeah,
Cameron especially more so. Just Nolan has only sounded that way to me when he talks about filming in IMAX. Well, we picked IMAX because it is the most superior of all the film. It's like film's film, dude. Like just it's what you capture on it is what matters.
I will also say, like, if I'm choosing theater experiences and I have my option, I usually go for Dolby over IMAX because I think it looks cooler.
It has a more solid state sound.
It has a really cool sound, and the picture is fucking pristine too. So
yeah, and XD, which is in Cinemark, which is okay, but it's essentially like junior IMAX, but it's like Dolby upgrade. So that's fine, whatever. But
I actually choose.
I think Nolan is a one-trick pony, Chris, but agree to disagree.
I will actually choose standard theater with recliner seats over IMAX any day.
Oh, 100%. Now, it depends on like what it is. Like if I'm going to see something like if they were going to re-release 2001 in IMAX, then I'm going to see that. I'm going to see that in IMAX. Yeah. But so okay. A lot of these are people in the music industry too.
And I will also throw out a tepid defense for Nolan because one of the things he did that I thought was awesome because he's one of the few directors that had the power to do this. When the actors and writers were on strike, he made the public announcement that he will not be working on any movies until the studios resolve the strikes. Yeah, I just want to
and you know what, that's good on him. I will give him his flowers for that. Yes, that is good on him.
But go ahead, Bobby.
So actually, you give me one.
So mine's not in any type of order. An actor that I've always found insufferable, and I don't know, he's probably a perfectly nice guy to talk to and all that. I just don't enjoy his performances. Richard Gere, never been a fan.
Okay.
Here, I'll throw out another one. This is a newer one, that a guy that I actually used to respect quite a bit, that now I'm quickly getting to the point where I just cannot stand him when he pops up and I don't like seeing him and stuff. Johnny Depp. God damn.
It's because of Tusk, isn't it?
Well, I mean, that doesn't help, but like Jesus Christ, Tusk doesn't help, but like it's also the fact that like he has I swear, since his star took off with Pirates of the Caribbean, he has half-assed everything since then, and I don't care. I think he's a good actor, but like he just doesn't care anymore, you know.
One for me that that's an actor. It's one that I don't know how he keeps getting serious dramatic roles because I really feel he cannot pull it off, and it's just terrible acting. It's Jonah Hill.
I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of serious roles from him.
I do not think he is that. I just can't see him doing it, and it's
I know I've enjoyed some of his comedies, but yeah.
But like I just find that he tries with it, and it's just too terrible. I did like him in Wolf of Wall Street. I thought that
Wolf of Wall Street's amazing. Yeah.
But like, other than that, no. Okay, like I said, I had a few people that were in the music industry. Number one on that list is John Lydon of the Sex
Okay.
Pistols. I kind of feel for somebody who was a part of a band that was put together by a fashion store owner to be shocking and offensive to sell those sort of clothings in that market to that genre and like fans of that. He has a lot of nerve to give a lot of interviews saying what music is punk and what's not.
Yeah.
As somebody, and he's also kind of like been like a MAGA loyalist lately.
Oh, I did not know that. Oof.
And it's kind of more of like, dude, like, really? I'm not like, he had also said a lot of like shitty things about like Joe Strummer recently. And it was like how Joe Strummer was just like a fake, you know, he wasn't a real hardworking person, all that. And it's just like, man, you just seem like a miserable old man now. He's like the equivalent of Abe Simpson, always yelling at a cloud.
Yeah.
Obviously there's like some of those lunatics here in the States, you know, your James Woods, Mel Gibsons.
Oh God.
But another singer, musical artist I cannot fucking stand at all is Bono.
Bono's an interesting one. Cause I find him a bit insufferable too. And like, you know, can I name a specific thing he said or done that I find terrible?
I find it
Not
insufferable
really,
that he always tries to plead for charities, and he's pleading like common people, like you and me and everybody. And if I had Bono's bank account, I wouldn't be asking people to donate. I'd be chipping in my own money too. But I guess that's just me as a person.
Yeah.
But to ask like common people, and when some people are barely even struggling to feed themselves these days, let alone a family.
It's tough to describe. There's a pretension to Bono. Just it's like a pretentious undertone that is kind of insufferable. I don't know exactly how to describe. I think that's how to describe it, honestly.
Yeah.
Now I think about it.
Paul Roger he can be a tough pill to swallow at times. Yes.
But God, you said talking about musicians. I was like, I don't know if I can come up with anybody. And as you've been talking about, like, oh well, there's one.
Yeah. Aaron Lewis of Stained, just because that guy's a fucking joke now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kid Rock, but that's just not because of the questionable lyrics. But mostly just the fact that he is absolutely a culture vulture.
I mean, you know, you throw Ted Nugent there too. Yeah.
Fuck Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons is a douchebag. Yeah. But like a couple of musicians I've thought off the top of my head. I'll begin with probably the least offender in my head that I'm thinking of right now. Billy Corgan. God, he drives me.
He's just kind of a douchebag, but
he's just a douchebag.
Kind of a dick. Yeah. But like, I've heard him say some stuff and his thoughts and opinions on like life and stuff, and I go, "Fuck, that's really good." But just, God, you're such an asshole.
No, he's got plenty of bangers in his disc. There's lots of like I'm gonna be bringing up bars that I think have absolute fucking bangers, but like, Billy Corgan will do interviews where I'm like, ugh.
Chris, why Clapton? Is it because of the anti-vax thing?
There's a lot of reasons to dislike.
I know.
I think he is a brilliant fucking guitarist.
Oh, he's an amazing guitarist. Has a great catalog of music. But you know what? When I read his autobiography as a fan, I was like, "You're kind of a whiny bitch, man."
Yeah.
Like I remember this one part of it, and I remember it stood out to me because it just seems so weird and out of pocket. He's talking about an event in his life. And I had to like make sure I didn't like pages didn't stick together or something. Like I skipped a whole thing, right? And he is.
Yeah, no, he does not have the best track record of
he does not
race relations.
No, he does not. That's what I figured too. But and out of nowhere, the sentence in it was, "I for the life of me have never understood, nor will I, the appeal of the Grateful Dead. I just don't get it." And then went right back to talking whatever he was. Like, it's just kind of, what the where did that come from? Like, you
Mhm.
just threw a little dig in there for no reason at
Yeah.
all. And in my personal opinion of when it comes to guitar players, Jerry would mop the fucking floor with you, Eric.
Mm.
Like, but he has more expression in the finger that's missing on his strumming hand than you do on either left or right, Eric.
I think it'd be a shame not to bring it up here, but like when I read the Phil Collins autobiography, I thought it was very telling because he became really good friends with Eric Clapton and Robert Plant around the same time. And he all he says is one simple line in his book. He says, I became really good friends with Eric Clapton and Robert Plant. And to this day, I still consider Robert a good friend. And just nothing else about Eric.
You know what? Fuck with Phil Collins.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Just,
I mean,
you know,
even
he
though
didn't
he
mention,
did,
even
though he
fuck
did-
Eric Clapton or anything, he just
Well,
yeah.
he did beat out, Matt and Trey for an Oscar. But as I've heard
Hey,
Trey's
that's a
talk,
good fucking song.
as I've
too,
heard,
so
as
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
Trey Parker talk about, it, is like, hey, dude, I was up against Phil Collins. Like,
Yeah.
come the fuck on,
Genesis.
Genesis, man.
Oh yeah, who else do I want to
Yeah,
go into somebody
but
more minor before I go
What's
to the
cool
big
about
one?
that, Paul, is that we got a great song because of it. That woman actually gave us a lot of great music from those guys, both of them. Something was written about her by George. That and Layla was also written about her.
God, I'm trying. Oh, I think maybe I was thinking of the Gallagher's Oasis. I think that they got some good songs, but goddamn, they come off as just insufferable douchebags.
Damon, the dude from the Gorillaz and Blur, Damon.
I'm not familiar with
love
him,
his.
but yeah.
I love his music, but man, he is such a prick.
Speaking of pricks with great music, fucking Roger Waters can't do this
Yeah,
without talking about him.
Paul had mentioned him, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, Roger's kind of a tough pill to swallow at times.
He has his moments where he's based as fuck, and then moments where I just want to punch him in the fucking face. We're like,
And there's other times where it's like, I get why David Gilmour wanted to choke you out.
Yes.
I totally understand it. I would throw you off that fucking wall sometimes. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye West, he's kind of a
God. Oh
well,
no,
here's
he's just
okay.
terrible.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will say this: hip hop and rap is not my number one go-to genre at all, but I do still listen to it and enjoy a good amount of it. Not a lot of it. A lot of it I feel is painfully overproduced and just oversaturated with compression, and it makes it just terrible in my ears. I'm not going to say like I hate it, but just to my ears, I just don't care for how a lot of it is mixed. That's me. There's something about his first album that there's a lot of good stuff on there and like room for growth on him in my opinion. But there's one thing about him that has always thrown me off, and it just hates, and I hate it because I can't. It's kind of like something I can't unhear. Right? It's like I kind of feel like he will end his verse like extending a word, especially on I'm trying to think of the song, the one about Taylor, how he says I made that bitch famous, how he'll extend that last word of him saying it. But he'll end it when the beat is at a quarter of a measure into the next bar. And it's unnerving to me. And it's like, oh, it's this thing. They go, no, it's just, no, to me, I don't think he understands time signature. And that is what rap and hip hop is mostly designed about. It is words. It is poetry to a beat. But yeah, dead celebrities. Yeah, I mean, sure, we can. Yeah. But in regards to his music, though, like I said, there's a lot of potential in that first few stuff. Once his mom died is when he went off the deep end and went off of his drugs, and then he just became all what we have today. And yeah, that's just my opinion. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan. That's another one. I've never liked him as a pro wrestling fan. I was more of a Randy Savage fan,
Mm.
and I never understood or saw the appeal to Hulk Hogan. Like I just didn't.
Mhm. Since I still want to kind of keep us in the music genre.
Yeah.
Mike Love of the Beach Boys.
Fuck Mike Love.
Oh God, yes. I actually
say
have a video clip to go over.
I say that with all my chest. Fuck Mike Love. It ain't the
But,
Beach Boys without the Wilson brothers, and well, there ain't none. So
yeah. So I remember reading up on it, especially when Brian Wilson died, and like essentially how Brian Wilson has been always against like hunting animals for game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Mike Love literally went to took the Beach Boys, well, his version of the Beach Boys, if you can still consider them that, to perform at some sort of fucking hunting reserve or whatever. And he did it because Trump was there. And to my understanding, Wilson's not even a fan of Trump, and he was just disgusted that the Beach Boys performed there. And Mike Love did it because he's a piece of shit. But I do want to share this video. This is a short little video from Tim Heidecker of InfoWars, new InfoWars. But he talks about Mike Love here.
Oh, excellent.
We got some bad news, actually. One of our favorite groups, musical groups, really one of the legends of rock and roll, the Beach Boys. One of the leaders of that group, Mike Love, is looking like it might be time for the sunset to occur. The guy has been out there touring, especially over the summer. You get the Beach Boys' endless summer tours, and we have some video now to show you and say that this, we hope, Mike will heed our advice and maybe the advice of the world out there and say
Bye-bye.
The side guy Bruce quit too.
Oh God.
Sounds scared. Hey, look at the drummer.
everyone's doing everything they can to keep this entertaining.
I hate this fucking drum. That drummer's gotta go. He looks like he's like in the Archers of Loaf or something.
Oh God.
Now, wasn't the band come in with all this energy? Here we go. Hey, all right. Hey, everybody. It's going to be okay. Now, watch when Mike comes back in, the energy drops. Mick, were you able to isolate Mike?
He's like,
Yeah, I got
he
that.
sounds like a ghost, like haunting.
Those are all the places he's haunting.
Yeah.
So mean.
It sounds like he's on his deathbed giving his last words.
Oh God.
Better to your mother.
It's very sad. But
Tim is crying.
He's a bad guy.
He's
He's a big bad guy.
He's
So,
bad. The Beach Boy guy is bad.
Oh, yes.
Brian
The
Wilson
enemy
is
of
the
rock.
Beach Boy guy.
Yeah, he's the villain of
the
the
other.
Beach Boys.
There he is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy.
Anyways, I wanted to get to closing on that. Jesus fucking Christ. So if Beach Boys are playing in your area, don't fucking go. It's not worth it. It's not the Beach Boys that are famous. None of them.
Yes, we're saving Mel Gibson for almost last.
Oh God, Mel Gibson.
So where to begin with this crackpot? I think
Well,
South Park depicted him perfectly. It's just a crazy, crazy person.
Before we get to Mel Gibson, there's somebody I have to bring up in the music world.
Okay.
Fucking Morrissey. Fuck him and just everything about him.
No,
He had. I love the Smiths.
Boy.
They have great songs.
Hey,
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Hey, but if a 10-ton truck killed the both of us. No, he seems like he's just Oh, insufferable.
No, yeah.
I'd argue Danzig too, but Danzig, I would only, I don't know.
Listen, Morrissey's done like borderline, if not all out, white supremacist talking points.
Yes,
I don't know if Danzig's gone quite that far.
No, he quite hasn't. It's more so just how the fallout of the Misfits and all that ugliness there. But Jerry Only is just as equally guilty of being a dick as well. Fun fact, to circle back to Johnny Rotten before we get into Mel Gibson, or crazy Mel Gibson. Did you know that when the Ramones first went over to England, there was some show where the Pistols were playing with the Ramones, and the Ramones pissed in their beer?
Oh, God.
And Johnny drank some of it.
Oh, God. No.
Which is funny because I saw a panel of Marky and him on there, and like Johnny's just talking shit to him, and Marky's like, well, we could just go outside. Johnny talking more shit. Marky, we can just go outside. And I go like, dude, you're threatening to fight a guy from New York City. Like he's going to hurt you.
And just because it keeps on getting mentioned, Axl Rose.
Yeah.
God, yeah, he's got some classic tunes under his belt. He just strikes me as rather pretentious, but big old fucking ego on him. But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess he doesn't bother me as much, but I haven't seen as much like interviews and stuff with him. But yeah,
I think Beyonce and her husband are both annoying people.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Savile's just a fucking monster.
He's a scumbag.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, Mel Gibson. Let's see. Aside from the racist tirades and the crazy Hollywood cabal stuff.
Yeah.
Like so much of it is just more like, dude, okay, let's entertain your thought for a second. Do you really think that they would want you to be talking about this and you would still be allowed to walk around?
Yeah.
Like that just if they're as evil and powerful as you say, you really think going out into the outlets and talking about it is a wise idea?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how I know you're full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. He is a wild anti-Semitic, and when we already brought up Kanye West because he is one too. But yeah,
just mostly the
anti-Semitism. Human being.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson is someone I'd also put Clint Eastwood in this category. Guys who are very talented. I think good actors, good directors. But they just seem like complete piece of shit, especially Mel Gibson, although Clint Eastwood doesn't seem like a peach. I think I remember an interview a while ago where Tom Hanks talks about absolutely hating working with Clint Eastwood on the one movie about the pilot. That was actually a pretty good movie, but
Captain Phillips?
No. God, I'm brain farting. The guy
Sully.
Yes, Sully. And Sully, the actual dude seems like a fairly cool dude as well. But yeah, Clint Eastwood, no, but
see, and that's too bad because I do enjoy a lot of his movies.
Oh yeah, no, I think he's
like I enjoy the entire Dirty Harry. Well, not all the Dirty Harrys, maybe the first three.
I've always been wanting to watch especially the first one, because the first one, like, the first one has Andrew Robinson as a villain, and fucking I love Andrew Robinson.
Like Dirty Harry?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he is like, I would rank him as like probably my favorite villains of any movies, like the favorite bad guy. Ooh. Like he's up there with like Hopper and Speed.
Ooh, nice.
Because Hopper and Speed was just evil as fuck.
Oh, dude, Hopper was great.
Hopper was the man.
Mm-hmm. But no, Mel Gibson is just a terrible piece of shit. Here, I wonder if I can find.
Yeah, John Voight is a scumbag as well.
Oh yeah, no, John Voight is terrible.
He's a scumbag. Also, John Phillips, music. He sexualized his teenage daughter and had sex with her and gave her drugs, of the Mamas and the Papas fame. Did you know that?
No, fuck.
Yeah. Also, Anthony Kiedis is
You still there?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anthony
Mm.
Kiedis is another one,
Okay.
mostly just because he's a pedophile.
Yeah, no, like I know Michael Jackson was brought up earlier, and it's like, yeah, there's credible allegations against him. So
There
yeah.
are. I mean, I'm not going to say this in necessarily defense of him, but I couldn't help but question that documentary when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Only just for the fact of how long had Michael been dead at that point? I mean, like, you can't throw any more dirt on a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
What good is that? Elvis, he stole a lot of his music, and
I mean, that was his whole gimmick.
yeah, and that was his like shtick. I'm not going to deny his impact on popular music and popular American culture. Marrying a child is a little weird, though.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. That when I found out Priscilla Presley's age when they got married, it was like, what?
And did you also know that like they didn't make love after the kid was born?
Yeah.
He only had sex with like girls that hadn't had kids.
I did not know that one. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Spacey is also a weirdo.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey and Bryan Singer.
Yeah.
I will say, at least when it comes to Michael Jackson, I've always enjoyed his music, but like when all the shit came out, I always felt guilty listening to it. And when he died, it felt better to listen to it at that point, because then I knew like kids weren't being abused.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tangential, but not completely. Completely release the Epstein files and arrest every motherfucker on there.
Let's do it. Let's be like the French.
I know
guillotines in every fucking 50 states, right in the town squares.
Yes, I mean, I know the Chuds have been upset over Alan Richardson saying, "Why aren't we fucking arresting Donald Trump for the fucking Epstein files?" And
none of them would have the balls to say anything to his face.
Yeah, and I Alan Richardson would pound the shit out of him, but also
like he did that idiot who ran in front of him when he was.
He is 100% right. I remember Alan Richardson's been one of those devout Christians, and all the Chuds thought he'd be on their side. Then he started giving interviews, and he's like, "Oh no, fuck these Christians who like Donald Trump. They're pieces of shit. They aren't real Christians." It's
they don't understand the meaning of the Bible. Like I heard that, and I went, "Well, fucking amen, brother."
I'm an atheist. I'm open with that, but like he is one of those people who made me realize that, like, you know, I used to be kind of just anti-religion, period.
Yeah,
but like he's one of those people who helped me realize, you know, religion can help people if used properly. If used to attack people, then fuck it.
I think I'm very agnostic in my beliefs. Atheist agnostic.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
But like, I have no issue with people who believe and they follow the scripture of any holy book or text. For the Bible, for example, since that is the prominent religion in this country, not the nation's religion, just one of the more popular ones. That's just a fact I want to just make clear. If you use that book as lessons and teachings on how to live a good life and be a good person, I have no issue with that, because that is exactly what that book is written about. And like, there's stories and fables, and they're meant to teach you in their lessons, like almost any book. Now the people who will just weaponize it and push their own narrative with it, or be as the book in their own hand would call them, heretics and idolaters, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to split into the time I spent in my youth studying that book and learning about it, but I mean, I also know enough about it to call their bullshit out when I hear it.
Yes.
And I have no issue with it, because if it teaches you to be a good person and it makes you feel like you're a better person and it gives you peace of mind in this world, more power to you, because peace of mind is one of the free things that we have in this life.
Yeah. So real quick, Batman fan, I'm glad you're here, but you obviously are a bit newer to the podcast. I will let you know, Wake Up Dead Man was awesome, and we talked about it a few months ago when it came out. I'm sure that video is paywalled on my channel, but you can go over to
it's
Poppy
free on
Quarters
mine
and watch it, or you can go to the podcast channel and check
Oh
it out.
no, we've expressed enough
Mhm.
oxygen on Jared Leto. I don't feel like wasting any more of mine.
Yeah, no,
I value it too much.
I think it's worse than just saying fuck Jared Leto. Just
not really a hot take, Paul.
yeah, I was going to say I always found Greek mythology super interesting.
I find the lessons and morals in those to be like way more like hitting and just profound.
What I found always interesting about Greek mythology is lots of times like the gods were almost treated like obstacles. Like the gods are like trying to harm you and you have to overcome them almost, you know?
I have personally also found more guidance and wisdom in myself through actually the teachings of the samurai.
Ooh, yeah.
Bushido and the Hagakure, the Book of the Five Rings, both of those books, if you've never read either of them, highly recommend reading them because it's great text. And it's books that changed my life when I read them.
No. And if we're talking about executives, David Zaslav. Fuck David Zaslav. I don't know if I've ever really seen him in an interview or anything, but just the things he's done, just trashing movies and shit. Fuck him.
Bezos.
Yeah. You know, anybody, like pretty much all billionaires. Fuck all billionaires.
Yeah.
If you have $1 billion, you probably did something fucking dishonest to get that much money. Fuck you.
Yeah. Like blood emeralds.
Yes. That's what fucking
that's what the
fucking Musk
ketamine
did.
kid.
Yeah.
The ketamine kid.
Yeah. He did nothing more than some gumption,
I saw this
hard
interview with him where the
diamonds.
journalist asked him, like, how do you feel that most people don't like me? Well, I really don't care. How do you feel that they don't like you? The media is not the one to be just tried to flip it around him, but he's like stammering, but like you can tell that bothered him.
Yeah. And you can also tell he's a fucking moron.
Well, no. Have you seen this clip? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I don't know if I've seen that specific clips, but I'm pretty sure I know the.
But
are you talking about the Economist interview he did recently?
Yeah, the argument that he had said with it is he had like 500 million followers or something.
Yeah,
and it was like, brother, you admit to inflating your account with bot accounts. Like,
yeah,
is that your basis that people like you?
Dude, bragging about
Jerry,
followers on the fucking website that you fucking own and you can just edit the numbers however you see fit.
Are you fucking serious? I've noticed I'm following him, or at least I have a ghost account on Twitter now. I have not confirmed anything, but it's just a ghost account.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been
it kept
on
forcing me
Twitter a bit.
It kept forcing me to like him.
Follow
him, and I went block.
I have been trolling lots of the chuds on Twitter and ratioing them more often than I would expect. On the Odyssey, I almost ratioed fucking end wokeness for fuck's sake, which was like, Jesus Christ. End wokeness is massive.
I've been trolling political figures on it.
Yeah, it's mostly what I do on Twitter anymore.
Follow Jerkface.
Yeah.
Follow Jerkface.
Oh, no, I don't have to follow them. They just pop up in my stream anymore.
No. Jerkface is me.
Oh, Jerkface. Oh, okay. You are Jerkface.
Yeah. Perfect, right? They're gonna get mad and like, well, that name shoots you. Oh, that is an intelligent burn on there. I see you're committed to that way of thinking.
Oh, dude, Hinduism and Buddhism, especially Buddhism.
Oh, yeah.
I love Buddhism, honestly. If I were religious, I'd probably dive into Buddhism.
Taoism is also really cool too.
Mm-hmm. I know. Who was it? Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis was a Buddhist. When I learned that about him, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. That's fucking. He definitely doesn't belong in the conversation of celebrities I dislike because I loved him. Let's see, is there anyone else? There's probably people we're missing. But rest assured, if there's anybody who's like MAGA pieces of shit, yeah, I would put them in that group. Let's see. Is there anybody else you want to go over, Bobby?
Nah, I think we've
gone over a lot. Yeah.
I mean, there is some beautiful bits of moment, like the Tate brothers got arrested. That's
yes.
that's beautiful, and I love that. Apparently Andy was he was not allowed outside contact with the world, but made a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
So his neighbor is a cannibal who won't stop screaming all night, and I just love that for him.
Yeah, that's great.
I just love that for you, Andy. That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You're next door you're next door to Hannibal Lecter, dude. Dude.
Yeah, no, I think on Twitter I saw one of his posts complaining about fucking his jail cell or something, and I was just like,
food.
I was just like, yeah, you exploited little kids, fucking rot there, fucking.
You and what I love is that it happened
fucking there.
What I love is that it happened in Florida, and DeSantis recently was moving for the death penalty towards sex offenders. And I went, you know what, Ronnie? I support that.
Oh, I actually support this.
You're still a fucking asshole, though.
Yes. But yeah, the Tate brothers are fucking terrible. And guys, we bashed Donald Trump enough. Yes,
yeah,
Donald Trump. Fuck Trump.
We bashed the Count of Mostly Crisco enough here.
Mm-hmm. the only positive I'll say for Armie Hammer, who is
he has a really great action hero name.
Yes. And he did actually say he was disgusted by Citizen Vigilante once he actually watched it. He was just like, oh, God, what the fuck? But do not endorse him at all, though. Yeah. Those are some terrible celebrities.
Yeah. So like we've had some good time with that.
You know what? I'm never had this ready. What's up for next week?
Oh, I usually do.
Oh, you know what?
Drake,
I know we got
too.
Brand New Day and Spider-Man 3. What's the third thing?
I don't know.
Oh shit. We don't know a third thing, guys. Oh my God.
We don't have the third thing. Oh no.
The third thing. The third thing will be Elam. He will just be cuddling and being adorable for 20 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy.
It's Batman the Cape Crusade. I didn't even watch season. When did you cover season 1?
We covered season 1 a while ago. When it came out. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it a show I was present for or absent?
Yeah,
for?
no, you talked about it with me, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't seem to remember watching season 1 of it. That's all.
No. Hopefully they do a recap because it's been a while. I remember they did. I know they were doing Two-Face stuff. I remember they did lots of stuff different than I was expecting, and it wasn't as good. Like I remember going into it and hoping it'd be as good as X-Men '97, and it's not that. But it's not bad. It's not.
All right. We have polls up.
Speed Racer 2008. That movie's a fucking trip. Oh yeah. Fuck Yuva Bull.
We have polls up. We're almost to the Sam Neill tribute. Is that next? That's 2 weeks away, isn't it?
Yeah. Where is that on the agenda? It's
it is. Like it's August 11th.
Yes.
So yeah, that's 2 weeks away. As of right now, with 5 votes, Event Horizon is the front
Event
runner,
Horizon last I saw,
and Mouth of Madness is trailing behind, and still no one wants to watch Hunt for Red October.
That's sad.
That's a shame. We might just say fuck y'all and watch Hunt for Red October instead.
Maybe we'll watch them all.
Mostly just because it's like it's our show and we could do what we want. No, I'm just.
I'm all down for talk about Event Horizon. That is
I am
cool
too.
Movie. Yeah. So.
Excuse me. And just for the fun polls, since we talked about insufferable people who play great insufferable people, who probably are, from what I could tell, everyone on here is actually probably really cool in interviews. They seem that way. But out of people who are really great at playing the unlikable, Christopher McDonald is still leading poll 2 with Clancy Brown and James Spader tied at 25%, so that would be 4 votes for that. And we have 3 votes for the first, and it is still a dead heater between the 3: Henry Sensry, Jesse Plemons, and William Atherton.
Listen, they all suck, but it's all about Jesse Plemons, guys. He is such a creep. He is such a creep.
You just know this guy's going to be a scumbag when Henry walks on screen. Like,
you know what? Yeah.
you just know it's like you're like,
Jesse,
you're a son of a bitch.
did you see Breaking Bad?
Yes,
Holy shit.
yes. No, I already know the part you're talking about too. Like,
holy shit.
Yes, no, I fuck Todd. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck Todd.
So much.
So
no, there were some disgusting characters in that show. Probably Todd's the worst, and he doesn't even have that big a role.
Next was Skylar. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Skylar does get me over hate. But
you know what's funny? Have we ever actually covered like searching or Saving Private Ryan?
I don't think so.
Okay. I ask because I recently watched this just off topic here. Yeah, Cardi B did, and that's pretty awful. Her husband isn't any better either. I watched this thing where it talked about a character study of Upham. Yeah. The character Upham, the one how like maybe you're not supposed to hate him. Maybe he's supposed to play the role of the audience there, And at the end, how you see him like later killing the people of the same soldier that he freed. It's not so much of like, his redemption for letting his friend die, but more so what war has done to him as a person. Like you see his innocence leave then, which is like, after watching that going, now I'm going to have to rewatch it with that mindset, thinking it the whole time.
Yeah. But My Adventure with Superman is coming up when the season wraps up. We'll discuss the wrap up of that season. But yes.
Yeah, we don't get back to Superman until 3 weeks from now.
And X-Men 97 at the same time.
So what's funny is I don't think I told you this, but you know what I saw in I just saw our lineup for September 2nd. That looks like a badass week.
Oh yeah, no, that was a fun idea I had. I was like, we had nothing there, and I was like, oh, we need to do Coyote versus Acme, and I thought, oh, let's do like an animation, 2D animation, live action, like crossover bit, and like kind of one that I fucking adore, which is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then one that I remember even as a kid really being excited to watch, and then really being disappointed with, which is Cool World, and I kind of wanted to revisit that. But that would be fun to do like a theme episode for that.
Never seen Cool World, but it's one I always wanted to see.
Fucking
good.
Early Brad Pitt, Kim Basinger. Early.
This I saw. I see you added Werewolf. That's good because that looked.
Awesome.
Yeah. I saw a trailer when I was seeing Evil Dead for the new season of Strange New Worlds.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was awesome to see it on the big screen. Going like that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that on the big screen. That I'm a little jelly. I was even there super early at the theater. But we will be covering Strange New World season 4 when we start getting some episodes collected up.
Yeah,
but yeah. Ooh, there's a typo on here. We are not covering the Dig Stars.
That's an entirely different show altogether.
Yeah, it gets really confusing.
That's Bobby Quarters After Dark. It's where I put on the sultry voice.
But yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe, not just to where you're watching it, but also visit Bobby Quarters' channel, visit the podcast channel, visit my channel. Hell, visit the vertical stream if you'd like. I just noticed lots of people will randomly click on that. It's cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining.
Yes, thank you.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else to say?
Take care.
I'll be live on Thursday. Party on and be excellent to each other.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.